Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to my channel and the last part of this little radio restoration, the little AWA. Now, I've connected everything up. I'm just going to get it working temporarily, and then we're going to check our old valves. All these are new valves, as you probably saw I put in. I'm going to swap them over with the old valves and see if we've got any good ones out of what was in it. And I also have another radio here as well, which I'll do off camera, but we'll also check the valves in it to make sure they're all okay, which are also an unknown. So let's turn this on. Right, we'll put the heater on, which is our earth point. And there we go. Heaters are on. It's drawing 250 milliamp, which is correct. HT is now on, and we have a goer. Okay, now let's take the first RF come oscillator mixer and we'll remove him and put in our other one, which is a 1R5. Okay, so I've labelled all these now. So turn the HT off and try and get this fellow out. Now, this best way of doing this, screwdriver just gently in near the base of the valve. Take him out. Okay, we'll try this 1R5. This is the original valve that was in this radio. Okay, HT back on. And no problems at all. Right, we have a good 1R5. We'll leave him in there, as this one is a brand newie. So we can class that as a brand new one back into stock. This one now, which is our next one, is the 1T4. So we'll cut the HT. This is the original valve. I'm not editing this, not cutting this video anywhere here, so what you see is what's happening here at the moment. Drop him out. And we have a bit of a bent pin there. Straighten him back up. Okay, not too bad. So, put in our 1T4. HT. And we're dead. We're dead. We'll check him. Maybe open filament. Just a bit of feedback because of the aerial there. But there's no RF. There's nothing on that. So that's a faulty valve. Okay. HT off. We'll put back in the new 1T4 that I've got for this. Check him again. And no worries there. Okay. HT off. Next valve. The next one is a 1S5. So we'll remove the brand new 1S5 and we'll put in the original 1S5. I have to do this because my valve tester won't test these particular valves. Totally dead. And yeah, so that fella is no good either. Now I'm suspecting maybe some high voltage has gone in on the filament line and taken the filaments out, but we'll check that shortly. Now, the 3S4, our output valve, or tube if you're American. This fella out. The original 3S4. Right. HT on. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, so while the power's on, we'll move our original 3S4, putting in our new 3S4, and she is. Okay, so 3 out of the 4 valves are dead, totally dead. I would say open filaments due to a high voltage that's been put in here. Righto, guys. Now, we'll start with, I don't have the 1R5. I didn't have one in it to start with, so we're not testing a faulty 105, 1R5. We'll start with a 1T4. Now, as you can see on these, the filament is pin 1 and pin 7. Okay. And you also have a filament there that comes, the same one goes to ground. So, yeah, so pin 5 also goes to ground as well as the filament minus there. They're internally joined. Okay, so we'll go across 1 and 7, and all these are the same. It's pin 1 to pin 7. And exactly the same, only we've got a centre tap with the 3S4 because the 3 volt can be run as a 3 volt valve, but we may, we'll go across 1 and 7 on him as well, and we'll soon see what's happening here. So the 1T4, 1 and 7. So you guys, where can you see the meter? So just narrow down what's gone wrong. And actually 10 ohms. So that is not open circuit. The valve just is not working. That's interesting. Okay, we'll do the next one, which is a 1S5. And we'll check him. And also 10 ohms. So that is also, the filament is okay, just not working. And our 3S4 is open circuit. Pin 5. That fella is open circuit, the 3S4. So he's a bin job. Well, they're all bin jobs, but these two, strangely enough, filament check's okay, so they're obviously lighting, but Nothing is happening from either of these valves. I don't know what else would go wrong with these other than maybe they've taken in a bit of air at some stage, but then again, the filament would have let go. So not real sure, but as you saw, these ones totally dead. So they just do not work. Okay, all right, that's it for the valve checking. Now we can get along and put this radio together, get it in the case, and then it's time to work out a way of powering our 67.5 volts with our replacement battery setup and get our other filament batteries in. Okay, we'll move along to that now. Right, now for the filament, you can see I've modified a couple of things here. Now I've just got a little AA battery holder, modified a little bit so that both cells point to the top, which is our positive, and just wired him in directly. I think this is a little bit better idea for me. Now the cells I'm using, these fellas, they're 1.8 amp hours or 1800 milliamp hours. Two of those fully charged will run this thing for ages. Now I've left these fellas in place because when I put this in, I can just sit him in there and put a bit of Velcro strap around there. And as soon as anything pops into my brain as to how we're going to do this, there's lots and lots of designs around on the internet. It's a matter of what works, what doesn't. Noise is a problem, especially with switch mode. Really need an inverter type transformer arrangement and run it in around 100 cycles. The best I can see anyway, trying to eliminate the hassles of RF noise. But anyway, that's what we're doing here. So I'll give us another look when I've finished it. Right, our next job. Let's connect the loop antenna. We'll fit our little pin that we've got made up for our on-off switch, and let's get this in the cabinet. So we'll hook up the wire. This is the loop. One goes to our antenna. Right, and he goes on that little lug. I haven't changed that little lug. He's been the same all along. So if you're doing one of these, it will be on that fella. Geez, I thought I'd lost it. Oh, no, don't tell me we've got to make another one. Okay, silver soldered, a little pin onto a washer. It's basically all it is. And slip the washer in between the chassis and the switch. Now, it will push it a little bit, but it doesn't quite open it. Put a pin here. I know why these things get lost. Now it's a matter of, can we get this in? I'll just get my torch, and I don't know whether you guys can see it. Probably not. There we go. Now I think that went in. Hold everything together. And no, it didn't. We must have missed him. Okay, out again. These are a real trick. Right. Let's try that again. Now, yes. There's our pin. Hopefully, that will turn him off if it's the right length and everything. Now, what we've got to do here is get our screws in and get this mounted. Okay, got him in. Pin's still working. That's if the contacts are working, hopefully. Sorry, I'm not talking much on this. Severe concentration happening here. Right. Close him up, and that should disengage the switch in there. And if I'll give you guys a closer look. Okay, you can see the leaf switch. I open the door, if I can handle this. If I can hold him still enough and get the light in there. Just a moment. I'll try and get a little bit more light on the subject. There. Okay, so that should be disengaging the switch now that the door is closing. Should be. Let's check it out. Got our battery holder in, this fella, and of course, well, Yeah, we've got to make up something here for 65 volts. Open him up. And I'm going to apply some power now for the filaments, and just make sure this little switch is working. What I'm going to do is put some voltage on here and see does our door work with both switching the batteries and our B plus. There's our B plus. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. B plus is on. Now, I'll just get this out of the road here somewhere. Turn the B plus on. Nothing's happening, which is good.
Flood issues in the Central West End issues are
Our switches are working.
dam wall raising was Australians
Great. That's really good, guys.
say the question shouldn't just be asked today. Pharma and mental health.
So there we go.
Says the conversation could help
Get
save
away.
lives. If you don't have that
There's a
contact,
picture there.
it just continues to build and build until you explode. So it's important that people are given the opportunity to let off a bit of steam, just to say what they want, and it doesn't have to be.
So we've got a little bit of cleaning done here.
Like that. It can be someone that you trust, a family member,
And the next job, polish these little babies up. They're a little bit grubby. So that's our next job. And she's pretty close. All right. We'll leave it until we get them in and try and do something with the HT. Well, guys, moment of truth. Look at that. We've got the handle. We've got our NiCad batteries for the heaters. And 67 volts going in for the moment until we get our little unit in here. And open the door. Oh.
I just think there was daylight on them last weekend between those teams, and I think there's daylight.
And look at that. Bit of interference from everything here, but working like a dream. Okay, haven't got the back on yet. We'll do the back when we get the inverter, everything done, and I can put them all together. Most importantly, well,
Yeah.
and he's off. Beautiful. There we go. There's inside him. Probably only need NiCads actually on this 1100 milliamp. We'll run it for I don't know, 3, 4, probably 5 hours of continuous use. So for demonstration, they're fine, easy to charge, and we'll probably run NiCads to the inverter, come DC, whatever you want to call it. So whatever we arrange to put in here, I'll try and get back to that as soon as we can. I have the next project is a nice, simple little transistor radio that you may be very interested in. He's just a nice little tranny, but he's got a bit of age on him. Okay. Please, guys, if you want to follow me on the next one and what happens to this little unit and the DC, so forth, please remember to subscribe, hit the bell so that you'll be notified when the next video comes up, and give us a like if you like what we're doing. Okay, until the next video, which probably won't be that long, it's bye for now.